Good evening. Tonight, the thoughts and prayers of our valley are with students, their parents, and the faculty at UNLV after the unthinkable happened. A
gunman opening fire on campus there. Here is what we know at this hour. 3 people are dead, another recovering at a local hospital. The shooter also deceased. There is no longer an active threat. Authorities lifting a shelter in place a few hours ago. And we have team coverage tonight, beginning with Kyle Payne live on the campus at UNLV with a look at all that happened. And Kyle, the first call's coming in about 11:45 this morning.
And as soon as that happened, Denise, students who we spoke with watched their campus become a crime scene, and others who had to call their families to tell them they love them because there was a shooter back in there. The shooter, Tony Polito, ultimately shot by police.
We do know the identity of the suspect in this case, but I will not be releasing his name tonight.
But tonight, while the coroner notifies this mass shooter's next of kin, the 8 News Now investigators have learned that the shooter is identified as Tony Polito, a white man in his 60s, passed over for a job here on campus. Opened fire at Beam Hall sometime before noon, and then one university police officer opened fire on that guy.
And if it hadn't been for the heroic actions of one of those police officers who responded, there could have been countless additional lives taken.
In addition to the 3 lives that were taken, a campus was left in shambles. Alarms and chaos, shattered doorways, shattering an otherwise innocent school day, reverberating throughout campus and onto every parent's cell phone, like this woman who reunited with her young daughter, who watched the whole thing unfold from the dorm room window next to her bed.
We just see the SWAT team and all the police officers and stuff.
And her mother, who finally reunited with her daughter and did her darndest to keep it together. Did you at any point think that you were going to lose your daughter?
I wasn't sure. Her and her roommate, I'm their mom, wasn't.
Okay, I don't want to make you go through anymore. We are sure Sunrise Hospital was a zoo, emergency vehicles coming and going, as were members of the UNLV campus like this instructor, who was teaching his seminar when things went wild, interviewed by 8 News Now's Laura Negretti.
I didn't get really scared until we were sitting there quietly and I heard 3 gunshots. Pop, pop, pop. And I was like, oh my God.
A lot of people on campus heard those gunshots and scattered. Some ducked into classrooms, some needed to be let out of hiding by the cops, who were combing the scene. Others had to think even quicker.
So I turned to my 2 students and I said, I think we should get down. And everybody's kind of started to get really upset at that point, and people started crying.
Crying, one of the many unbridled emotions that could be seen and heard during this terrifying Wednesday morning and afternoon, along with heartbreak.
Let me begin by telling you all how heartbroken we are on our campus for what happened today.
UNLV Police Chief Adam Garcia says the college will be closed the rest of the week, speaking for the university administration.
I am passing along our profound sense of loss for what occurred in the loss of life that took place.
And what a loss with those 3 unidentified victims no longer with us. We're told that students tonight are back in their dorm rooms, at least some of them, but life on campus won't be the same after today. Reporting live on the campus of UNLV, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.